Well, first and foremost, most of you know that the AMBlend unit will diffuse a certain amount of oils into the air, and this all has been energized with Amega's proprietary AMAire fusion technology. As you know, we don't sell any product that doesn't have that isn't energized or doesn't have AFT in it. So we like to start with that because it's the most important part of every product we have. It's not just a humidifier, a diffuser, an oil diffuser. It's not just a room deodorizer. It's actually carrying energization into the room, and you just have to test it. People come into our office all the time and take a whiff of the one we have on the countertop there, and it's amazing how we can do the muscle testing, and they all totally respond to it. So just remember that the most important aspect of this is that it's energizing a room that you're in. It's fantastic to sleep in. Put it in your living room. It's easy to move around the house if you only have one. It does about a room or a couple rooms, and that's about it. But as you know, AFT is a resonating energy. It's zero-point energy, which releases the blockage of energy in your body, harmonizes the resonance of your bioenergetic field, etc. Obviously, I'm preaching to the choir. You know energization, and that's the most exciting part about any of our products. However, this is, again, one of our most unique products. It's so different, of course, than any nutrition product. It's different than the pendant, wand, bracelet, any of this. It's just a really unique set of our product, and it's exciting, and that's one of the reasons we were so passionate to share it with you today. So it's energized water and air, and it's combined with aromatherapy. If you look at the unit, now I hope you can see my mouse here, but this is a kind of a cool looking little unit. You may be able to see that this one is got a line of water, so it's filled up with water. You put oil down in the stem, the AMBlends down in the stem, and then it will cold diffuse the oil blend out into the air of your house up to 10 hours. So it lasts a long time. It's got a 7-color night light, so I don't like to put mine right beside my bed, but I do put it in the bedroom, and it's fantastic. I've really noticed a difference in my personal sleep. It's shooting it's shooting water molecules out into the air, so it's humidifying the room. It works as an ionizer, which means it's changing the positive ions to negative, and they fall to the floor. So it's actually, in that sense, it's cleansing the air. And of course, like I said before, it's diffusing the oil, the essential oils out into the air, and it's a great product. So it's fun because this is kind of the interesting thing about the product is that it's both technical yet kind of serves that whole mind-body connection aspect of some of our products. It's kind of riding that line. Definitely feeds your senses, and it uses several essential oils, not to mention just a few, but tea tree, lemon, lavender, but also peppermint, and there's a few other, ylang ylang, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and others. So obviously, the essential oils aspect of this is that you're receiving a potency that is the dynamic life force of natural flowers and plants. So in a sense, it's like you're out in nature when you're in the room, and this is diffusing out into the air. It's all pure plant ingredients, and it enhances your emotional and physical states and your mood and your well-being. You have to try it, but seeing is definitely believing, and when you experience the AMBlend, you'll really get that this is a profoundly excellent product, just another one of the ones we have in the line here. Well, as you saw in the pictures, there's 3 different blends, and so the first one, and my favorite actually, is the Vitality. You don't want to use this when you're going to bed at night because it really noticeably gives you energy. I like to use it when I take my laptop home and I'm sitting there working, and I seem to be able to work late at night. It's very energizing. It uplifts you. Yellow is a color therapy of creativity and self-worth, and the active ingredient is peppermint. So as you know, peppermint is essential peppermint oil aids in our focus and sustains attention, memory retention. It cleanses the air and also helps with your sinuses. It's a great smelling oil, and by the way, you can mix these at any degree. You can literally mix them so light that you don't notice the smell, or if you're really into it, you can make it heavier. You can put more of the blend in the stem, and you'll really notice it. It's very noticeable when you walk in the room. Don't overdo it, though, because it can really be strong if you're not careful. But if that happens to you, just keep adding water to the unit until you've diluted it a bit. So that's the Vitality, the yellows. Then there's Sensuality. It's orange, which is a color that is the color of success, and it relates to self-respect. And the active ingredient, or the main oil in this, is ylang-ylang, which is synchronizing mind and emotions. It's a really nice one for throughout the day, and if you don't need extra energy, this is great to keep around your house. It's calming and relaxing, but it's not going to put you to sleep, and it's also not going to make you feel like you need to stay up long hours or do extra work. So it's kind of the daytime oil. And then, as you all know, lavender is just a fantastic oil. It's known as the universal healing oil, and the AMBlend known as Synchronicity is green, the color of love and equilibrium and well-being. A lot of people, as you may know, use essential lavender oil before bed at night, and it helps them relax and get to sleep. Well, lavender, like I said, is known as the universal healing oil. It helps balance your moods. It does promote fat metabolism. And then, like I said before, I think the most fantastic part of lavender is that it helps you relax. So if you're going to bed with a lot on your mind, it's great. You can actually put a little lavender oil on your pillowcase, or not the blends here, but any essential oil, or on your temples before you go to sleep. It's great. It's great relaxing. But if you put it in the AMBlends and put it in your bedroom, literally you turn it on right as you're going to bed, or 5-10 minutes, like while you're brushing your teeth or something. It'll fill the room with that lavender scent, and as you drift off to sleep, it's the most amazing release, and it's very meditative. It's a great it's really a great relaxing. So the AMBlend unit actually does 3 different things, and it's obviously best to use with the water from your Actify unit. If you're not, then use purified water, and you can wand that water before you put it in there. And it acts as a humidifier, so it's going to be adding moisture to the air, which is great in dry climates. Like I said before, it's an ionizer, so it's converting the positive ions to negative, which is causing pollutants in the air to drop to the floor, which is, I think, a great benefit, especially with the carpets today, and then those new types of mattresses with the memory foam. They've got there's formaldehyde and things in those. And then it also serves as a diffuser. And if you're into essential oils, you'll know that diffusing oil is a great way, and one of the problems, and if you maybe you didn't know this, but you shouldn't heat those oils. So you can buy those little diffusers at the bookstores, and you put the oil in and then put a candle under it. But that is not really diffusing anything beneficial into the air for you, because it's burning it out. This is a cold diffuser, and it doesn't use heat, and it obviously converts the liquid to a gas state, but it does it without heat, so it doesn't damage the oil as it goes into the air, so you'll get maximum effect. So it humidifies, ionizes, and diffuses, and those are the main points as far as what it's doing. So here's how you use it. It's really, really simple. All you have to do is remove that blue top. I don't have a picture here, but you remove the blue top, and you turn it upside down, and there's a cap you remove and fill it with water. And then there's that stem in the middle where you put the blend of your choice. It can be 10 drops, but change it to your taste. And it is probably better to only use one of the oils. You'll kind of mix up what they're for, because obviously some are for energy and some are for relaxing. So you won't have as noticeable effect if you mix these oils. If you run it clear out or dump it out, then you'll be fine. But make sure you close the cap tightly, because when you turn it over, the water, the cap is upside down on there, and then you just turn on the power switch, and you've got 10 hours of energized air. It's fantastic, because it's a night's sleep. If you put it on before bed, it's still running when you wake up in the morning. So there's the stem. If you can see my screen here, there's the stem right there. And remember, you put the oil down in this. And if you have one and you've been putting the oil in here, it's important that you clean it out as soon as possible, and don't put the oil. That's one of the benefits of this, is that it doesn't require any cleaning because of this unique design. you're not as other diffusers. You mix the oil and the water, and this blue part here in that case would become oily on the inside. It would be in constant need of cleaning. So that's important. Don't put the oil in the water. So I really appreciate you being here with us today, and we'll see you next week. Thanks. Have a great night. Bye-bye.